Hello everyone and welcome back to my team with James Hunt and the Hesketh Racing team. We have almost reached the final stages of Season 2 of this championship. As you can see, we've got to renew some of our sponsors. But yes, it's time to move on now to the next weekend. It's for Russia and it's Sochi time. Fantastic. And we can't really do much of the car because we haven't got enough cash left. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we spent all our cash on Tatiana. I'll tell you, these women, they will suck you dry. They will suck you dry. Anyway, let's have a look and see what time James Hunt puts in for qualifying at the moment. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's second place at the moment, just shy of a second off the leader. Anyway, we accelerate forward now a little bit later to qualify. You can see that James Hunt has actually dropped down to 14th position now as he's about to cross the line. And he's not going to improve because his delta time is well down. And so it looks like it's going to be 14th place for the race. Final results then. Valtteri Bottas got pole position and it was 16th in the end, but Tatiana Calderon only finished in 20th position. Let's do this.
Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea, and a race that has been dominated so far by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times in a row since the first Sochi Grand Prix in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Kvyat, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Albon, Perez, Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, Stroll, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon, Hunt, Grosjean, Russell, Tatiana Calderon and Nicholas Latifi, Vettel, Delatraz, Norris. They've taken a grid penalty, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the James Hunt career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes. A pretty decent start to be said. We've got a Renault off the left-hand side as Esteban Ocon. Directly in front of us, we've got Kevin Magnussen. We've got to be very, very careful as we go around here because it's a very, very tight sort of turn, and we managed to get through okay. But what is James Hunt going to do? What is he going to do? Is he going to dive? Yes, he's going to dive down the inside of a huge amount of cars. Oh my goodness. And he dives on the McLaren as well, and I think he's got up into the points already. Yes, 6th position for James Hunt on the first lap of the race from, I think it was 16th on the grid. Fantastic performance from James there, up into 6th place. Next target is Maxi Boy Verstappen in, of course, the Red Bull car, and the car behind him now is, of course, that McLaren of Carlos Sainz, which is still trying to sort of chink away at the James Hunt arm at the back there and try and get past and still this position, but he's still holding on at the moment to this 6th place, but he's got to get very, very racy indeed. He's Carlos Sainz behind, very, very racy indeed in that McLaren, trying to get past James Hunt. Of course, his car really isn't up there in total speed, especially I think compared to the McLaren even, but we are trying our best to try and get max points that we can as we end the season. Hopefully in about a 5th position we should end the championship in about a 5th position. Yes, so we should be doing decently. Anyway, still the first lap, still chasing Maxi Boy Verstappen. You can see the horrible view that the drivers get as they're looking through the halo bar. Oh my goodness, how do they even go in a straight line? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, still a little bit wide there for James Hunt on the exit of that apex there, a little bit wide, but he's still holding on valiantly to this 6th position, still on the first lap, just about to complete the first lap now in our beautiful liveried car, the Hesketh Racing team. And we come around the corner now and complete lap 1 and go into lap 2, still chasing Max Verstappen, but he's 1.2 seconds ahead now. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 3. Lap 3, still chasing Verstappen. We just put in a fastest sector time, I do believe. So yes, in fact, I think that was the fastest lap. Wowzers. So he's really getting right on the gearbox of Maxi Boy Verstappen. He's going to go for a do. Oh my goodness, yes he does. James Hunt dives on Maxi Boy Verstappen, gets past, but he's still off to the right hand side. You can see Maxi's still there. Oh, this is going to get tight, very, very tight. But of course, James Hunt's got the inside line and he gets the move done. Yes, gets the move done up into 5th position now. Next target is Daniel Kvyat, Mr. Torpedo Man himself. He's up there in 4th place as we accelerate forward now. Well, we've managed to catch up to the back of Daniel Kvyat. He's got his DRS flap open, but we got our DRS open as well. Let's see if he goes for a move on Daniel Kvyat. This is going to... Oh, no, he goes round. James Hunt goes round. Oh, my goodness, it's disaster for Hunt. And Verstappen actually goes past him, but he does manage to gain 1 place, but he loses a place back to Maxi Boy Verstappen because he's taken out Daniel Kvyat. The torpedo has himself been torpedoed on lap 4. As we accelerate forward down to lap 5, still holding on to 5th position for James Hunt, but it's time now for him to make his one and only pit stop in this race, coming in on the super soft tyre. He's going to go on to the hopefully the yellow sidewall tyre, which is going to be the hard tyre for this stint. You can see there's no other teams out in the pit lane, absolutely none at all, so it's just us. We've come in early once again because that is the preferred strategy. Thankfully in my team our actual pit garage is right at the end, so in we come for our stop. Thank you, lads. And they've changed us. Oh my goodness, they've put us on a hard tyre. I don't know why they've done that because there's only sort of half a Grand Prix left, but yes, we've gone to the hard tyre. We should have gone to the medium really, so it's a slight disadvantage now for James Hunt as he rejoins the field in 21st position. Yes, 21st place for James Hunt. As we accelerate forward now to lap 7. Lap 7, still 21st position at the moment for James Hunt, but thankfully cars have now started to come in, so he's going to make up quite a few positions. But is he going to get back into the points? And has going onto the hard tyre been sort of a disadvantage to him? Well, we'll find out just going past the pits now, and you can see he's only, oh my goodness, he's only got up into 17th position at the moment on lap 8. Yes, only 17th place, so those hard tyres could be a disadvantage to James Hunt at the moment. As we're on lap 8 now, lap 8 of the Grand Prix, and it's time to accelerate forward now. Still on lap 8, and we're still now closing in on the cars ahead of us. We've got Latifi in the Williams in 16th place. Going past the pits, thankfully more cars have come in, so we should now get back into the points. Yes, 16th, 15th, 14th, yes, there we go. 10th position now for James Hunt on lap 9 out of 13, and we are still chasing Latifi. Let's see, I think we're going to get the move done here as he dives down the inside of Latifi, does he? Yes, he does. Fantastic. From James Hunt up now into 9th position on lap 9, but still on those hard tyres, of course. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 9, just going past the pits. We've got more cars that have come in, making some very, very late pit stops in this race, but it means now that we're going to get our final finishing position for the race, and it looks like it's going to be 7th. No, it's 6th now. 6th position for James Hunt on lap 10. Still chasing Maxi Boy Verstappen, but he seems to have got quite a bit of a gap on him now. As we accelerate forward down to lap 10. Lap 10, still in 6th place for the Huntster. And he's now going past pits, and there's one more car coming on lap 10. Very, very late pit stop. It looks like it may have been an Alfa Romeo or maybe a Ferrari. I'm not quite sure. But now James Hunt goes into 5th position, which is a fantastic position to be in this car at the moment. As we accelerate forward down to lap 13. Yes, it's the end of the Grand Prix, everyone. And James Hunt is going to put in a superb performance and actually finish, even though he's on the hard tyres. But we've got Albon behind us. He's also on the hard tyre. But we are now going to finish in 5th position, which is a great result as Valtteri Bottas now takes the checkered flag. And we cross the line in 5th place. Yes, fantastic. More points. More points. That's all we need. Want to get a good finish towards the end of this season. And we get driver of the day as well. Wowzers. Yes, before we go into next season, which I think is going to be the final season in this career mode. And we're going to really see if we can fight our way to the front and maybe win it. I'm not quite sure if we will be able to, though, because I think the car isn't quite there. I don't think it's quite there. But we will try, as Valtteri Bottas says, yes, lads, I bloody won it. I did. Yes, as the team mechanics congratulate themselves like they always do. Well done, lads. So, on to the podium. There is Valtteri, and there's Lulu, and there's Daniel Ricciardo. Look at them, look, they're all in black overalls in 2020. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. So the champagne goes over everyone, as you can see. Yes, chuck it in there, lads, chuck it in there. Great to see, great to see. Okay, so let's have a look at the points now after that round. And you can see that we are now in 6th position with 90 World Championship points. Max Verstappen way out in front with 228. A little bit of foreshadowing with the 2021 season, maybe. Okay, let's move on to the next round of the championship now. And it's going to be USA for the United States Grand Prix at COTA. Yes, we've got some things to do before we move on, so we're going to advance that and get everything that needs doing. We've got to do our activities, of course. And now we move on. So out we go at COTA for the beautiful Circuit of the Americas, and it's a very, very nice sunny day, as you can see, and James Hunt is about to complete his first qualifying run. Let's see what time he puts in, and oh dear, it's 11th position only for James Hunt at the moment. As we accelerate forward out a little bit later into qualifying, you can see just 5 minutes left, but we are well up on our delta time, almost a second now. We crossed the line, but it's still only enough for 15th position at the moment. Anyway, qualifying is now over. We're a little bit up on the deltas, and we cross, I think it's going to be 14th position for the race. Let's have a look and see what happened there. Yes, it is 14th position for the race for James Hunt.
Welcome once again then to the United States Grand Prix here in the magnificent city of Austin. It was here in 2018 that Kimi Raikkonen delighted the world by winning for the first time in 114 races. There's always a record to be broken, so what, I wonder, is in store for us today? Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, and Kvyat, Leclerc, Albon, Norris and Sergio Perez, Ocon, Vettel, Hunt and Stroll, Russell, Magnussen, Carlos Sainz and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Calderon, Latifi and Louis Delatraz. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the James Hunt career mode, and we say go, 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 actually from 13th position on the grid, and it's away he goes. Yep, once again, a pretty decent start. Vettel's directly in front of him now as we go to turn 1 now. What's he going to do? He's got a car to the left of him. I think it's one of the Racing Point. Yes, it is. Where is that Racing Point going? Oh, there's contact with one of the AlphaTauris. It's a complete cluster behind James Hunt. Wow, there's bits of winglets flying about all over the place, but James Hunt manages to escape all that carnage, going through the S section right now, and he's up into 5th position. Yes, 5th position for James Hunt. We've got Lando Norris behind us in 6th place, and Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger, ahead of us in 4th position. Now, what on earth happened there, and what on earth was that Racing Point doing? Just sort of barging straight through the field there and smashing into cars left, right and centre. I have absolutely no idea, but James Hunt was definitely the better one there to get up into the points and avoid all that carnage. Yes, avoid all that carnage. So Lando Norris is the car behind us in the McLaren, and as you can see, he's dropping back a little bit. The sun is absolutely beaming out on the COTA circuit now. Absolutely perfect conditions for a motor race. We're just looking back at Lando Norris, who seems to be gaining a little bit of ground on us, but not too much, so that's good. As we continue on now for James Hunt, still fighting like crazy in this 5th position, and still trying to catch up to the back of Daniel Ricciardo, but he's already got a 2.3 second gap on James Hunt in, of course, that Renault car. So I don't think there's much chance of James managing to catch Daniel Ricciardo before the end of this Grand Prix. Anyway, already we have completed lap 1. We've already done it, and we're about to start lap 2. Just coming around the final corner now, and we climb up the hill before the very, very tight left-hander at the COTA circuit, and we start lap 2 of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now to lap 6, nothing else has really happened, but we are now going to come in for our one and only stop. Still in 5th position, so we're doing well, but we've managed to actually lose the gap to Daniel Ricciardo down to almost 6 seconds now as we come in for our pit stop. And as you can see, none of the other teams once again have come out for their stops, so it is just us, so it's going to be a nice pit stop for us as we change on now to the harder tyre, the yellow Cycle tyre. Thank you, lads, fantastic. And we rejoin the field. Oh my goodness, we rejoin beyond our teammate. It's Tatiana Calderon. Yes, Tatiana Calderon is in 18th position. We rejoin in 19th place, just ahead of Louis Delatraz, of course, in that Williams car. Yes, we accelerate forward at lap 7. Thankfully, cars have now started to come in, so Hunt's going to gain some positions. He's still chasing his teammate though, Tatiana Calderon. I think, no, is she coming to the pits? No, she hasn't. So there she is, still ahead of us in 14th place, and Hunt has made it up into 15th position now. What is James going to do? He's just going to wait for Tati to come in for a pit stop, or is he going to try and make a pass on her? Well, he's made plenty of those in the past few weeks, as anyone who's watched previous videos will attest to. Anyway, going through the S section, still chasing Tatiana Calderon. In, of course, the other Hesketh Racing Team car. she's doing pretty average, as to be said, as we accelerate forward to lap 8, and we got yellow flags as he tries to catch up to the back of Tatiana. On the safety car has been deployed. I don't believe it. He was almost up to Tatiana Calderon there. He was gonna push her out of the way. I'm sure he was going to, but unfortunately the safety car's now come out. That's of no advantage, of course, to us because we've already made our pit stop. So James is going to stay in until the end of the Grand Prix, and he's in 15th place. Hopefully the other cars will start to come in. Yes, they do on lap 8 now. And Tatiana Calderon makes her pit stop as well on lap 8 under the safety car, of course. So we're going to gain a huge amount of positions now. We may even get back into some quite high points. There you go. 8th, 7th, 6th. Any advancement on 6. It's 5th at the moment, but I think Lando Norris has got us. Yes, he comes out of the pits just ahead of us, so we have to give him the space as we accelerate forward down to lap 10. Lap 10, the safety car is now coming in, so we've got to say go, go, go any minute now. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to gain any ground these cars ahead because they go off like a bloody rocket ship as soon as the lights go out. Yes, and away they go. So lap 11 now for James Hunt, currently in 6th position, but chasing hard on the McLaren of Norris. Let's see if he goes for a move down the inside of Norris. Oh my goodness, that's very, very wide for James there. Very, very wide. He's right out to the boondocks, but he manages to carry it together. And yes, he gets the move done up there to 5th position ahead of Lando Norris. I expect he has no idea what happened there. He's probably really dazed and confused, but he gets past us. We accelerate for lap 11. But now Lando Norris is on the attack, trying to get a position back from James Hunt, but he's not having any of his shit, and he manages to still hold on to 5th position now in this Grand Prix on lap 12. Yes, lap 12. As we accelerate forward out to the last lap of the race, we're still holding on to 5th position as cars are still trying to get past. It's Alexander Albon now because Lando Norris has actually dropped back behind a few cars. So Albon is the car behind us. We've got no chance of catching Max Verstappen because he's 11 seconds up the road. So it looks like it's going to be another good points finish for James Hunt in 5th position as we're about to complete the Grand Prix at COTA. And the checkered flag goes out. And Valtteri Bottas, oh, we got yellow flags. Oh, look at that. I think Albon was trying for a move there on James Hunt and he got his nose cut off there and he's dropped back. But James Hunt crosses the line in 5th place. Wowzers, me trousers. Fantastic. Well done, James. And once again, he gets driver of the day. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So, on to the podium celebrations now as we look at Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Yes. He says his car may not be suited for this season in 2021. His Mercedes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As the team mechanics congratulate themselves like they always do. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. And there is Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari who finished in 8th position. Yes, 8th position. So on to the podium now, and there is the 3 protagonists. Lewis Hamilton, 2nd place, but the top step went to Valtteri Bottas, and once again we got a Renault up there in 3rd place with the Honey Badger. That's a champagne once again goes over everyone. Yes, over everyone. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. So let's have a look at the points then. After these 2 rounds have been completed and before we go into the last 2 rounds of this season, and we can see that we are now still in 6th place, but now with 100 points. Max Verstappen still in the lead with 240 points now. Yes, 240 World Championship points. Okay, it's time now for another boring interview with Claire. No, of course it's not. It's time for those pit girls, lads. It's not. Oh my goodness, look. Oh, that's cheeky. That's very bloody cheeky indeed. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's dirty. She's dirty. Oh, and she's even more dirty, lads. Bloody hell. Bloody blood. Oh, we have a law enforcement officer. We have a. Oh, God, yes. Oh, put the handcuffs on. Put the handcuffs on any time of the day or night. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, there's another one, lads. There's another one. Look at her. She's a brazen little hussy, she is, isn't she? Oh, look at that. More cheekiness. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. No. I think I'm getting ready to a conclusion. I think I'm getting close, lads. Oh, bloody hell. Very close. Very close indeed. Oh, yes. Oh, I think that's done it. I think that may have done it. A little bit more, because I'm getting old these days. A little bit more. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's done it. That's enough for Davey. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and as always, of course, there will of course be more later. God.